Oh boy. This cannot be good. Midoriya and Shigaraki. I'm sure that's Tamura's surname, so yeah. I was trying to find my camera, cause I put it down. I needed a bit of a rest after, watching a really enjoyable episode of The 100. Yeah. It was sad. Yeah. And I put it in my fez, so I'm going to be wearing this during my introduction. I'm not going to wear it, because fezes are cool, aren't they? So yeah. I'm not going to wear it for the reaction, don't worry, because, yeah, someone's going to complain about, take that stupid thing off them, and then I will give them the boot, because fezes are cool. Yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting to see, Deku versus Tamura. Like, oi, this is gonna be fun. But yeah, hello everyone, Liam Catterson here. We're watching My Hero Academia episode number 15 of season 2. I've just already said the title, so that's awesome. So yeah, we had a really, really great episode last time out, as Deku has finally managed to, progress further with his power, with his quirk, and I really, really love that so much. Point A, actually. If you see me typing during the episode, I'm going to be taking notes. I know, Tortured Boy does it with his reactions and all of that, or I don't know, he did and that, but no, I'm doing this for all reactions. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna, take my eye off the ball or whatever, because I can just type it and watch the episode and all of that. I do it with D&D, so it's like, yeah, and you have to be super, super, fast for that, so yeah, I shouldn't have any problems with that. It's just little bits of notes and all of that, so nothing regarding, I like this about the episode and all of that. It's notes that I think I might forget if I go off the cuff, because usually I just, take 5 minutes to reflect on what just happened on the episode, and then, yeah. So I'm hoping this, does help. I tried it with the 100, and I think it worked really, really well, but this is a lot shorter, isn't it? So, yeah. So there's that. What was the second point? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about, how the show has been really, really great with development and, progressing characters and their stories and all of that, because, as I've said, we have, managed to see Deku, channel his, his quirk after, one episode with Gran Torino. And I really, really like that, because Gran Torino is a better tutor than All Might. All Might, I said this in my last reaction, All Might be, the best superhero out there or whatever, but, he's not exactly, he's not gonna get A pluses on everything that he does, like from cleaning the toilet to teaching and that. And, whereas, he's been he's still been a great mentor to Deku, and he's really, really helped him. He is missing a bit of potential in terms of tutoring, and, despite his worries, giving him to Gran Torino for this, like, little, thing that they're doing has benefited Deku so much, because now he's, from one session with him, he's benefited so much from, being with Gran Torino, whereas it was a bit more of a rush with All Might, considering when he gave him his quirk, he would, still have to do a bit of training as well. Like, literally, I think it was like, half an hour before, he had to be at school or whatever. He had to give him his quirk, so, and that was right before, the examinations and that, so, it was a bit of a rush and all of that. And I don't think All Might, as well as his responsibilities and all of that in the hero world and that, as well as, the fight with, Bakugo and then at the USD, there hasn't really been much time for All Might to focus on, whereas, Gran Torino is, just chilling and, being crazy and being Yoda, basically. So, yeah, that's basically it. So, Gran Torino has a lot more to give and that, and I think that is a perfect reflection on, when the USJ attack was happening, you saw All Might, contemplate the fact that he needs to put tutoring and, he needs to balance things out, basically. So, yeah, and you can see the impact that's had with, Gran Torino. Deku did learn But, you know, Gran Torino has taught, him so much and all of that. Even, you know, even that fast fight that, you know, Deku was really, really, analytical as well, but, you know, Gran Torino still, outpaced him. Even when, you know, Deku finally got the rhythm, as well as everything. Like, Gran Torino has, you know, been teaching him some really, really key points about his quirk. So, he really, really it's really, really great that, you know, Deku, went to Gran Torino, because I think we're seeing that he is a bit of a better teacher, and, you know, this whole thing, where students are being assigned to pro heroes, it's only been the first episode, and I'm really interested to find out the other heroes as well. We got a glimpse of that in the last episode, especially Blue Jeans and that, like, he's trying to improve Bakugo's image. It's like, mate, I don't know about that one, but, that's another thing about this with development, cause I posted on a tweet, like, I'm starting to like Bakugo even further, like, what the hell is this? And, you know, I saw a lot of comments like, here we go, a fan's progression with, you know, character development and all of that. And it truly is, because I remember the first episode hating Bakugo absolutely. I still don't ship Deku with Bakugo, not by any means and whatever. And the bullying is still a bit shitty, isn't it? But, you know, Bakugo has presented a really, really enjoyable character, especially during the USJ, his fight with Todoroki. And the USJ. Yeah, it's just, been a really, really, enjoyable journey with Bakugo as well. So, yeah, this show does develop your characters really, really nicely. Like, what I really love about the fact that, I know this is going on a bit, so jump ahead or whatever. What I really love about this show is, like, they absolutely progress their characters neatly. They don't rush things through with, you know, Deku's quirk, cause we knew that Deku, you know, had to keep a handle on his quirk, like he had to channel it, like he had to lower the tone in some capacity. Even Aizawa was, you know, skeptical as well. And now we're seeing, you know, Deku, you know, getting a more better handle on his quirk. So I'm really, really loving how, you know, they didn't have to rush that. They didn't have to, like, okay, in one season, Deku's gonna, you know, master his quirk and all of that. Because I think that might have been a bit rushed, especially with him just, you know, because like, he said that there's people who've spent ages, you know, mastering their quirk and all of that. And Deku has only recently had it. So, yeah, I feel like if they did it in one season, I think season 2, especially when the fans are waiting each year for a new season and all of that, I think season 2 is a pretty optimal, point for him to get a bit of a better handle rather than, you know, just utilize it and mess himself up and all of that. So, yeah, I really love, the way that the show has progressed with the characters, with the story. It's just been really, really great stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm really excited. So the full reaction shall be on Patreon. But yeah, let's get started with Midoriya and Shigaraki. Yeah, there we go. I've said it. This is My Hero Academia episode 15. Let's go.
Okay, for what? That's the amount of time you have to try to hit me with a smash.
Oh, time trial. Let's do this.
He's fast.
That's what Jet does. Oh, wow.
You can't even hold your own against an old man. How will you protect those who are in need?
Age is just a number.
Come on. I just need a few seconds. There!
Oh, that's nice.
Stupid. I can still see you. You're trying to buy time. It won't work.
He's gonna destroy his couch, isn't he? Oh! Oh!
So you were just trying to keep me off you for a minute. Now that was a good idea.
Decent stuff, Deku. I'm loving this.
One for all. Almost.
Yep, he did. It's very sharp.
Your time's up.
Damn, that was a quick 3 minutes, even for me.
It's hard to keep
But he
it
did
going
really
like that.
good.
I guess I still have a lot of work to do.
Nice work. You managed to attack me while I had my guard down, thanks to your analysis. You must spend a lot of time thinking about strategy and how to fight. You've already grown since yesterday, and this was just our first go at using One for All this way.
Yeah, just imagine. Oh!
Your basic physical strength. Yes, sir!
Look at how cute that pose is!
This is lukewarm!
Rocket.
Can't you two dense idiots even make a decent cup of tea?
Oh, damn!
You want to impress
have a
who
cup of
visit our
coffee.
agency. Is this the kind of crap you would serve them too? Sorry, Mr. Fourth Kind, sir! Jeez. Those powers of yours sure make it satisfying to hit you. Right!
Oh!
Thank you,
Yeah!
sir!
Yeah!
To be a good aura of a hero.
Oh, no.
Do you understand?
Oh! How dare you!
Style, best genus. Damn it! I came to the wrong hero agent.
Yeah! Oh, shit! I was gonna say you can't run back and goes hair!
Can't speak. He shows no reaction to anything. It's as though he literally
Eerie,
can't
isn't
think
he?
for himself, no matter what's going on around him. As for his identity, we discovered that he used to be a low-level thug with a record of assault.
Oh, shit! That used to be him?
This will lead us to the mastermind behind the League.
Whew.
Here's where it gets interesting. Our reports show that he's been altered drastically. When we analyzed his genetic makeup,
definitely.
we discovered 4 different people's DNA.
Someone combined people's DNA to make
Shit!
this guy.
Given the evidence, I think it's a reasonable conclusion. That's why I came. I had to let you know immediately.
This is really concerning for All Might as well.
It's not possible.
What?
Don't tell me he's back again.
You wanna spill the beans, All
So
Might?
you want me to be a part of your world is overrun by fakes and criminals like you who chase petty dreams. They must all be purged. What do you think you're doing? If you touch this palm,
You can do.
I'll kill you. You sure talk a lot,
Yeah,
hero killer. Conviction? Maybe I don't have anything as
Don't
loaded
underestimate
as that.
Tamura.
If I had to choose a desire, though, yeah, it'd be killing All Might. If this world wants to worship trash like him, I'll destroy their beloved symbol of reason and
He's
crush them while they're in
insane.
We agree that we need to destroy the present. I'm over this. Leave. Drop dead. The kind of person you hate most, right? I was testing your motives. People always show their true colors when on the verge of death. It's abnormal, but there is desire, a warped sprout of conviction inside of you. How will it bloom in the end, I wonder? Maybe I'll
Damn.
let you grow. If you don't turn out
Interesting
well, I'll
from
take care of you later.
Staying.
You think
I'm so sorry. I failed you.
That means it's very likely that you'll appear in this city again. Good. I'll dispose of you with my own hands.
Shit. Oh boy, this is not good. Like, this is what I'm worried about. But I found that graphic really, really interesting. I think they have the animation for the second part. But you can see that darkness in his eyes. Like, this is not Iida, and I'll get on more about that in the end, but hoi!
But I still think I need more time to prepare myself.
From what I heard, you've already been in combat with some real villains. You'll be just fine. We aren't going to go after
Yeah, but he
you
messed
in that
himself
case.
up.
And it won't do us any
All
good
that.
hanging around here. Because of the small population in this area, the crime rate is pretty low. That's why there are so
Well, at
many
least it's
hero
a
agencies in
really
urban areas.
amazing
Lot more
place to
crime
live.
there.
If a pro used their power for their own selfish desires, it would be a very serious crime.
Oh boy.
I'm not saying that the hero killer isn't incredibly guilty or anything. You just
Yeah.
seem like the earnest type, you know? I'd hate for you to focus on one goal and ignore everything else.
And plus, it wouldn't be like Iida
Oh,
as
it's
well,
fine
but we're
as
seeing
long as
that
you get what I'm
darkness.
saying. So, we good?
Oh boy.
What am I supposed to do?
Can't let
This
a hero
burning
killer
hatred.
roam.
heroes are working harder thanks to all those murders? I guess you could say our hero killer is also a hero breeder. This is getting boring. It won't work. We just can't agree on a basic level. And he annoys me. Kurogiri, bring out the Nomus. You think you can get away with stabbing me? When I get tired of you, I'll kill you. Whenever I
Oh my
feel it,
shit!
like that that? A building exploded.
Where?
What's the ruckus?
Must have had a party or something.
Please hold on to your seat.
Oh, this is gonna be Deku's first. Oh shit! Oh, is this the Nomu? Oh goodness! Jesus! Is he as big as OG Nomu? Oh my fuck!
It's a good game.
You are batshit crazy!
Don't worry. I can head there right now. Stay with me. We're running.
Couldn't be. This is different.
Nope, this is different.
I'll kill you. If you call yourself a hero,
You won't
choose your
kill.
last
Oh,
words.
he's the hero killer, not you. Well, he's not a hero. Go on, Iida! Don't let your feelings get the...
Child wearing a suit.
Who are you?
Ah...
I've been looking for you, but I didn't think I'd find you so soon. I am...
Your eyes
Uh-oh.
are searing with vengeance.
Uh-oh.
Careful what you say next. If need be, even someone your age can be my target.
It's so oh, well, it's not okay with kids.
Not even a threat, because he can't anymore.
I want you to take the name. For me, Tinya.
I mean, I can't blame
Going to
Iida's
remember
vengeance,
my
but
name for as long as you live.
fucking scared for
I
him.
am Ingenium, and I will defeat you.
He's accepted!
That I
Oh
promise.
my goodness!
Then so be it. Die.
Ah! This is gonna be super. I can't blame him, but so that was an awesome episode. There was some really, really decent points. I'm concerned with what's gonna happen with Iida, because he's only young. And, you know, I don't blame him for going off on his own to try and take on Stain, because this is the thing, emotions always going... I'm gonna put my fez back on because emotions are always going to, you know, get the better of us. And, you know, he talked about how, you know, he cherishes him so much. He has that really, really powerful bond. And, you know, he's always going to go off. But the thing is, I don't know, I'm glad that he accepted Enginium as well, that name, because, you know, I was thinking, you know, maybe he doesn't want to, you know, dirty, his brother's name, but, you know, he took that courage and he wanted him to remember, to know that Enginium, will, you know, defeat Stain and all of that. So I really, really loved that moment where he accepted Enginium, because it was that power he felt, that energy, that adrenaline of taking on Stain, that he was, you know, going to accept it and, you know, drop his beliefs that, you know, he could, you know, make a bad name on Enginium, because, you know, he respects his brother so much. But I can't blame him, like I said, because that's the thing, emotion's going to drive you so much, and despite the fact that, you know, the hero he's been following, that Tenya has been following, told him, you shouldn't use your quirks for your own selfish desire. There's a lot of darkness that you could see in Iida at this point. Like, this travesty has caused a lot of hurt, and he's, you know, created that hurt into darkness, I feel. I mean, you even saw, like, that vengeful stare, and, you know, everything. He is going through a very, very painful phase at this point, and, you know, you just feel so bad for him. And he's in a state where it's not normal for him. So, you know, he's going to disregard, because I think normal Iida would, you know, probably accept this warning and all that, and he'd be worried and that, because I'm thinking back to the USJ when, you know, someone, you know, when, you know, 13 was telling him to run to the pros, he didn't want to, you know, be irresponsible, and he didn't want to, you know, leave everyone hanging and all of that. He was worried, and, you know, like, that's the thing. there's no worry for, like, apart from his brother's condition, there's no worry for his own health, for everything else, his friends and that. He just wants to take care of Stain. And like I said, I can't blame him because, you know, emotion is a really powerful thing, and especially when your loved ones are attacked by this douchebag, it really does hurt so much. And, yeah, I don't blame Iida, but, you know, when he got the sword right to the tip of his nose, I don't know if his face was surprised, of course, but, you know, well, then again, he still channeled his, like, his desires to defeat him, so, yeah, but, I'm just gonna be really concerned for what Iida's gonna go through, but like I said, I can't blame him for, you know, zooming off literally to take on Stain, whereas he should have been concerned with, the explosion and all of that, because that's the thing I'm getting at. Like, he wants to be a hero, and he's focusing so much on his selfish desires. He's probably gonna lament that once, you know, Stain is being taken care of, but, that's what I'm getting at when I'm talking about Iida wouldn't do this normally. Like, he would, you know, usually help and, you know, defeat himself if he failed at an opportunity. Like, we even saw him at the USJ, you know, defeating himself and all of that and feeling like he was responsible in the cavalry battle. Like he should have done better, should I say. Even though he succeeded for Todoroki's team, you know, he's always one to criticize, and he's never, you know, someone who disregards criticism. So, I really, you know, love this dark chapter that we're getting with not Todoroki, with Tenya, and I'm loving how we're focusing a bit on him. Like, we're focusing on other heroes as well, but I think out of the other heroes, apart from Deku, he's the most interesting one we're seeing in terms of story. I mean, there's a lot of other people who are, you know, there for shits and giggles, like Bakugo. Like, how dare you tamper with his hair? Like, what is wrong with you, Blue Genius? Yeah, I can understand changing his attitude and that, but the hair is off limits. Like, oi. But yeah, I really feel like it's great that we're focusing so much on Tenya and his quest to stop Stain and that. So yeah, I loved the bit of training as well. Now that Deku has got a bit of a handle for One for All, because yeah, it just opens the door for, like I said at the beginning, progression. It just opens the door for progression, and even you know, Gran Torino was impressed at the end of the day, thinking, oh, this kid could, you know, be something. Like, after his little fight, like, he even commented about the fact that he hasn't had to dodge so hard, for a while. And that, you know, and this is the thing, I know Deku's beating himself up and all of that, and, that, but he's got to give himself time to cope with, you know, his adjustment to his quirk and that. He's only recently, like, it hasn't even been minutes, it seems, since he has managed to channel his energy through his body. And, you know, this has been really, this is just recently new, so I don't blame, like, Deku's got to give himself a bit of credit, and, you know, at least he left a bit of a mark, so he's got to be impressed with that, and, you know, he's got to give himself time to train and that, and it's only been one day. You can't, like, zoom through, this is the thing, he's still getting adjusted to his quirk and that, but you can't zoom through your lessons, especially after, you know, improving a lot, because he even said it, that he's improved a lot. You can't zoom through your lessons just like that. Even if you want to be the world's greatest hero, you know, time waits for no man, doesn't it? So, yeah. But I really love that, you know, session as well. You know, and I even see it there, like, Deku, is, you know, getting to learn more and more about Gran Torino, and he's, you know, doing a bit better, so that's really awesome stuff to see. I loved seeing the League of Villains perspective with Stain and that. It was really interesting to see what was happening there. So, I'm going to comment about their thing with Nomus, in a bit, but I really, really loved, Stain attacking Tamura and that, and saying how he lacks conviction and all of that. Because we know, that Stain is basically sick of these smaller these heroes that he feels like shouldn't be heroes. Like, in his mind, he wants to it's a fucked up conviction, but it's a conviction that works with him, that he wants to stop people from taking the liberty of taking the term of hero, hence why he's called Hero Killer and that, and I love the fact that, we learn a lot of, his beliefs in, that encounter with Tamura, like when he stabbed him and all of that, he's a child at the end of the day and that, and I really, really loved how, his temperament, like Tamura's temperament, really, really showed, I'm not joining in with him, let's launch Nomus and all of that. Like, he was really, really pissed off, and it opens the door for some comedical, scenes, because Stain seems pretty serious about his stuff. Like, he wants to take care of heroes who are exploiting that name. It seems, from his wording. That's what I'm getting at. Like, fake heroes. Like, only the strong should survive. It's like survival of the fittest. Like, if you're not good enough to, if you're not good enough to take on Stain, like, Stain thinks he's, special, I guess, at the end of the day, and if you're not good enough, then you're not worthy of being a hero, and, he opens the door for All Might to kill him and all of that, which is why he's got, opposing, styles and all of that as well. Not just the fact that, he's got conviction and, he doesn't believe Tamura's, conviction is valid and all of that, but, yeah, it was really, really great to see, Stain, try and give him a bit of a lesson, because even Tamura's masters think that Tamura could learn from Stain, and maybe so, because Tamura still acts like a bit of a child. We saw him, basically, well, I don't want to work with him. That's basically it. And, he was getting more irritated, as you can see, with him scratching his neck and all of that. When, Kiriguri, yeah, was further commenting about him, so yeah. Also the Nomu thing that, I was, said that I would get onto, that is some messed up, shit, to be fair, like, how, they used multiple quirks, and, they basically Frankensteined this person and all of that. Even if he's, bad news, it's still messed up to basically reduce his brain capacity and, make it, to the point where he's unable to, think for himself and all of that. So it's just really, really messed up to see. And, you saw all of these multiple, Nomus come out. So it's pretty messed up with what the League of Villains are doing, isn't it? And I'm wondering, since we're, I'm guessing those 3 Nomus are not as powerful as the OG Nomu, because, it seems like, the way, well, first, it would be a bit of a shit show, wouldn't it? Like, if, there was 3 Nomus on the same capacity as the OG Nomu, because the OG Nomu was an absolute, like, it was an effort to take down. Like, even for All Might, he even commented himself. So I have a feeling these Nomus are going to be a bit nerfed, as they say, in order to, help but they're still going to be an effort to take down, just not as much as it would be for the OG Nomu, I guess. So, yeah, but I'm also guessing, in story-wise, Tamura had a really, really soft heart for, like, the OG Nomu as well. Like, it was like his, favorite. He was his favorite for a reason, and that's why, all the others do not carry the same punch, the same, everything as the OG Nomu. So that's how I view it, because he just showed these Nomus out of nowhere and all of that. So yeah, as a way to be in spite of, I guess, of Stain. So yeah. I'm also really intrigued to see what All Might is very, very concerned about as well, considering the fact that, you know, we were on the topic of Nomu, like, we saw like that detective who've seen before, you know, give information, and he, you know, it was leaked, but, you know, it's best to tell you, and it was right to tell him because All Might is seemingly concerned about whoever he is. I don't know if that's going to refer to, you know, his masters, because he doesn't know about the fact, because they're still in the unknown about who is guiding Tamura and all of them, from what I recall, because they did make that comment in the first episode about there seems to be someone who's channeling, you know, Tamura's childishness, and, you know, basically leading them, and that was it. That was it from that detective as well until this episode. So I'm wondering if it's, you know, the person behind, you know, the masters or whatever, because, you know, we've got to see, they can't hide behind a TV all the time. I'm sure they're not that ugly or all that, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm really, really interested to see who he is. So, obviously someone who has gotten a bit of, quake in All Might's boots, because he's really, really, concerned and upset and all of that. So yeah, but, I'm really, really interested to see what goes down there. But yeah, it should be very, very interesting to see what happens next time out with Iida, confronting Hero Killer. And then, you know, we got the multiple Nomus as well. So yeah, very big stuff is happening, it seems, for this, new storyline. So I'm really excited to see what happens. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!